Now, what happened over here is Peggy, she had thought of that there must have been lot many things that must have been turning into her mind. She had that idea. Now they need to find out the Vanda Petronsky, right? Maggie could do anything. They hoped to get to the top of the hill. She had picked on her, and how wonderful the whole school they could have thought of. Just a second. So she turned round and stole a glance at Peggy, but Peggy did not look up. She seemed to be studying hard, well, whether Peggy feel badly or not. Maddie had to do something. She had to do to find Vanda Petronsky. So now Peggy is thinking that we need to proceed and find Vanda Petronsky. At least we should go and find her. Maybe she had not yet moved away. Maybe they have not left the place. Maybe she had not yet moved away. Maybe Peggy would climb up the boggings height with her. Maybe Peggy would also go with along with her over that place, and they could find her and they would tell Vanda that she had won the contest. Then they thought that she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful, and they thought that they were gonna tell her that she is very smart, the 100 dresses were very beautiful and all that. Coming up to these oral comprehension check questions, we have question number 1. What did Mr. Petronsky's letter say about this? What did Mr. Petronsky letter say? The letter began with a salutation to Miss Mason. Vanda's father conveyed his intention of not sending both of his children, Vanda and Jake, to school anymore. He mentioned that they are now being shifting to another city, a big one where no one would ever even care of their strange name. A big city with a lot of people having very many of the weird names. So it doesn't matter. Question number 2 over here is Miss Mason angry with the class or she's unhappy and upset? Miss Mason is amazed after reading the letter basically. She's shocked. She's upset about the facts that her students have treated someone so badly that they came from a different place and had an unusual name. On this basis, that Vanda has come up from a different place and Vanda is having some unusual name. Because of this, her students have treated her so badly, even though she was unhappy also. She gave the children benefit of doubt that whatever happened must have happened in thoughtlessness. She just put a doubt question mark in front of students that maybe whatever that has happened over here, it has happened only because of the thoughtlessness of the or the carelessness. Now the next question is, how does Maddie feel after listening to the note from Vanda's father? What does Maddie how does Maddie feel after listening to the note from Vanda's father? What does she feel now? Maddie gets sad and feels extremely bad after listening to the note from Vanda's father. She is feeling very bad now when she heard of the note from Vanda's father. She felt like as if she is very coward personality who doesn't stand up against other girls who were teasing Vanda. All she could think about is how they made Vanda feel and hoped for a chance to make amendments. So, what they all could thought of is that they made Vanda feel very bad. And now, what is she thinking is she's hoping to meet Vanda now to make some kind of chance if are there to make the amendments in their life now. They can still make certain amendments. The next question is, what does Maddie want to do? Now, what Maddie is thinking to do so? Maddie, who is sad and wanted to make everything right with Vanda, she hoped that one last chance to make amends and tell her how sorry she was. Now, she's thinking of one chance if she could meet Vanda and say sorry to her and make her relationship good with Vanda. Now, turning the next page, page number 75. When the school was dismissed and in the afternoon, Peggy said with a pretended casualness, she's pretending to be casual. Hey, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not. So Peggy is the one who asked Maddie now, hey, let's go and see if that kid is our Vanda, has left the town or not. So Peggy had the same idea. Maddie glowed. Maddie is a little bit happy. Peg was really all right. Now the two girls, they hurried out of the building up to the street towards Boggings Height, the part of the town who wore such a forbidding air on this kind of November afternoon, drizzly, damp, and dismal. Forbidding means very bad kind of air. The atmosphere is very bad in the November. In the afternoon time, it's drizzling, like little rain is there. Damp and dismal. Damp and dismal means wet and look sad. The place is like that only. Well, at least, said Peggy gruffly. Gruffly means she's saying gruffly. I never did call her a foreigner or make fun of her name. I didn't call her kind of a foreigner. I didn't make fun of her name. I never thought that she has that sense to know we were making fun of her anywhere. Now Peggy is thinking that I didn't call her name as a foreigner or like that. I didn't say so. But Maddie is thinking, but I never thought of that she had that sense where we were making fun of her. And Peggy is also thinking, like she had never thought of that she's thinking that we are making fun of her. I thought she was too dumb. I thought that she's too fool enough that she won't even realize that what's going on. And Gee means Maddie. Look how she can draw. Look the way she draw. So now she's thinking about so many things. She's thinking that she didn't made fun of Peggy, Vanda, and she didn't thought of that Vanda is having that sense that she would realize that they are making fun of her. She thought that she is kind of a dumb personality. Maddie could say nothing. Maggie is speechless. All she hoped was that they could find Vanda. She wanted to and tell her that they were sorry that they had picked on her. All she could say is she wants to say sorry, and they wanted to tell her that they had picked on her. Picked on her means insulting someone, and how wonderful the whole school thought she was, and she wanted to tell her that how good the school is feeling, how good she is, and please not to move away, and everyone would be nice, everyone will become nice to her now. Please don't go to other place. She and Peggy would fight anybody who was not nice, and now these both girls will fight for Vanda if anyone is going to make fun of her. The two girls hurried on. They hope to get the top of the hill before dark. So before it gets dark, they are thinking of they can go up to the hill towards the houses where they used to stay. I think that's where the Petronskis live, said Maddie, pointing to a little white house. So there is a little white house pointing towards it. She's saying, I think Petronskis must be living over here. Wisps of old grass, that means pieces of old grass, stuck up here and there along the pathway like thin kittens. So it's a small pathway, like little kittens are there. It seems to be like small, a little pathway towards that place. The house and its spare little yard looked shabby but clean. Shabby means it's dirty, but it seems to be clean. There is not that thing that it's getting, yes, stinking or like that. It doesn't like that. It reminded Maddie's of Wanda one dress, her faded blue cotton dress, who is shabby but clean. That dress is not shabby in the sense it's not been ironed and it's not been that, but it's clean. It used to be get washed. There was not a sign of life about the house or near the house, or when they were moving towards the house, they couldn't see anyone. Peggy knocked firmly on the door, but no answer was there from. She and Maddie went around back to the yard and knocked there. Now, towards the yard backside, they again knocked. Still, there was no answer. There was no doubt about it that the Petronskis were gone, and how they could ever make amends. They could ever, to make amends means doing something good now, right? Once someone is feeling sorry, and now you are going to make feel amends over there to feel something good, make the other person feel good. But now, how they are going to do that? Because Vanda has left. They turned slowly and made their way back down the hill. Well, anyway, said Peggy, she's gone now. So what can we do? Besides, when I was asking her about all her dresses, she probably was getting good ideas for her drawing. She might not even have won the contest otherwise. So what Peggy is thinking about is when she was asking about her all her dresses, when Peggy was asking, she must be getting good ideas for her drawings. So when everyone asks about my dresses, I am going to explain about it, or I am wearing with those dresses. She must be getting ideas. Maybe she would not have even won the contest. Maddie turned this idea carefully over in her head, and if there were anything in it, she would not have feel so badly. But that night she could not get to sleep. But now the girl is not able to sleep. The thoughts of Vanda are so much into that regret feeling is so much into her mind that she's not able to speak. She's not able to sleep. And she thought about Vanda, her faded blue dress, the little house that she lived in, and she thought of the glowing pictures from those 100 dresses all lined up in the classroom. At last, Maddie sat up in bed, pressed her forehead tight in her hands, and really thought that this was the hardest thinking she had ever done. Now she's thinking so hard about it. After a long time, she reached to an important conclusion. She was never going to stand by and say nothing again. That now, if something happens again like this, she will never stand by or not say nothing. She will definitely gonna help the person. If she ever heard anyone picking on someone because of their funny name or look, because they had strange names, she will definitely speak up. Even if it is meant losing Peggy's friendship. If she gonna lose Peggy's friendship, she will lose. But she will never say quiet. Remain quiet. She had no way of making things right with Vanda, but from now she had never made anybody else that unhappy again. So what is she thinking now? That there is no way that she can again be friends, or she can get the things right with Vanda. She can get her friendship, but she's left the school now. She cannot meet her now. They are left the house also. But now she will never make anyone else unhappy again in the school if anyone is criticizing anyone. Now the questions, we have three over here. What excuses does Peggy think of for her behavior, and why? In order to free herself of the guilt, there is a feeling of guilt. In order to free herself from the guilt, Peggy exclaimed that she is thankful that she never made fun of her because she was a Polish immigrant and had an unfamiliar name. She only asked about a number of dresses she had, and Vanda, she could not even have lied, and she had 100 of dresses. So Vanda should not have lied to them. They only ask about the dresses or the shoes, but Vanda have lied about it. Otherwise, they didn't make fun of her because she's a Polish immigrant. She's having an unfamiliar name like that. So this is what the feeling of Peggy has come up. What are Maddie's thoughts as they go to Boggins Height? Now, what she's thinking while they are moving on to Boggins Height, what is Maggie thinking? Now, Maddie could really think about making the amendments with Vanda. The things should be clear with Vanda. She hoped that Petronsky hadn't left the town. All she could think of a chance to meet her and stop her from moving. She wanted her to tell that everyone at the school are admiring her and her drawings. Everyone in the school are in love to her drawings, are in love with her drawings. The next question that we have is, why does Vanda's house remind Maddie of Vanda's blue dress? Now, why is Vanda's house? It's reminding Maddie about Vanda's blue dress. I told you it's like dirty, shabby. but clean, right? So the same thing over here you need to write upon. Vanda's house was a little one up to the onto the hill, and there were dry grasses all around. But there is no sign of life. The surroundings looked shabby but clean. This reminded Maddie of Vanda's faded blue dress, which looked clean but shabby, as if it was never ironed. So, this is what they had thought of. So, that's it for today. Till we have read till page number 76, till the question answers, the oral comprehension check. And the fourth question over here is oral comprehension check is, what does Maddie think hard about and what important decision that she could come about? So let's do this question also quickly. The Medi think about it. What is she thinking so hard about? Now they had learned that Petronskis have finally moved away. Medi is now stopped thinking. She cannot stop thinking and never being able to say sorry. She couldn't sleep that night. As a result of deep thinking, she came up to a conclusion now that she will never let anyone else, someone, because they have an unfamiliar or a wrong name. She decided to stand against all the wrong things. So this is what she had thought of. These were the thoughts that comes into Mary's life. So tomorrow we will continue the reading from page number 77. I'll do the question answers and rest of the things. All right.